Let's hear from people in the audience. We are going to take some calls because it is, after all, Friday. We do this via Discord at davidpakman.com/Discord. Let's go to Wesley from Nashville. Wesley, welcome to the program. What is on your mind today, my friend?
David, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Hi, so I was just wondering where you would currently assess our chances of the United States defaulting on its national debt if the Republicans fail and the Freedom Caucus is able to hold Congress hostage enough and Congress fails to raise the debt ceiling.
Extremely low. I would not bet that the U.S. is going to default on its debt. I believe that Republicans are more than willing to damage the country by holding out on the debt ceiling debate. I believe ultimately the same thing that always happens is going to happen. The U.S. will not default on its debt. And even the Freedom Caucus crazies are not going to ultimately make that happen.
Interesting. I guess I was just wondering, because I was reading something on the New York Times this morning regarding a couple discussions about the last major debt ceiling fight.
Yes.
And how the Democrats and the Republicans kind of had two different takeaways as a result. And I just worry when I look at, the Chip Roys and the Matt Gaetzes, if they even really understand the implications of the brinkmanship they're practicing and what would actually occur if the United States was to default. And I think that makes, I wonder if that makes the risk so much, significantly higher than where we typically would assume it would be.
Well, they don't understand it, but here's the thing. Even if they did, they wouldn't really care. So it's one of those things where you're completely right. They don't actually understand it, but I also don't believe that they would dramatically change their views if all of a sudden you explained it to them. These people have a completely different moral compass and framework than we do. And I just don't think they care.
I fully agree. Thank you for taking my call. Big fan, been a big watcher for years and years, first time caller. Obviously, I'm a bit nervous, but hopefully this was a satisfactory call for you and your show today.
More so, that more than satisfactory, Wesley. I appreciate the call.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Wesley from Nashville with some very important statements and questions.